The launch of Battlefield 2042 did not go as planned for EA, at least not as well as they thought it might, even though they did have some strong sales numbers and strong player numbers right off the bat with a lot of hype going in. It has been a massive disappointment, and people are fleeing Battlefield 2042, in large part because for a lot of people, the game is absolutely broken. It's just not working for a lot of players, and as much as they've said they're going to do to try to fix it, it just hasn't really worked. Now we're getting information like this, which is going to really piss off anybody who spent $70 for this game. Battlefield 2042 might go free to play, Insider suggests. EA is looking at all the options to restore Battlefield 2042 player numbers, including some form of free to play access. While it may have had a strong start, Battlefield 2042's performance issues, XP progression, and a moderate amount of available content have seen declining player count for the near future military shooter. According to the industry insider Tom Henderson, EA has been very disappointed. We can see right here, Tom Henderson, you guys probably know that if you follow gaming news. EA is reportedly very disappointed with how Battlefield 2042 has performed, and it's, quote, looking at all the options when it comes to the title. This is including looking at free-to-play in some capacity. I'll have more on that tomorrow, and we have yet to get more on that. He's not yet updated that story. But, like, dude, if this happens, this is a game that actually sold pretty well. Maybe not in terms of where we think Battlefield should be, but after a lot of damage to the brand, maybe where we kind of expected it to be. When you look at the response when GameSpot tweeted this out, look at all these people who are so fucking mad. I bought it and still won't play it. Even if it paid me to play it, I wouldn't by far. It's the worst I've played. Well, Halo Infinite's also free and it's not helping them much. Well, it's way better than the numbers for Battlefield 2042 for sure. So if the game goes free to play, I get my money back, right? I don't think so. So then everyone who paid for the game will get refunds, right? Yes. There's a super good pixel basically saying that he thinks they'll introduce a part of the game that's free to play to get people engaged. And that wouldn't be shocking, but what would they do? Like, what part would they make that free to play is really the question. Damn, $60 down the drain for a half-ass game. People are very mad. If you make this free to play for the people that paid top dollar to play just a few months ago, that's not going to go over well. And when you look at this, Battlefield 2042. This is the Steam chart. I just refreshed this before the stream. Concurrent players, so 3 hours ago. Let's refresh right now. 5,600 people playing it right now after 100,000 just a few months ago. That is a massive drop off in players. The peak is only 7,000. To put that in perspective, this is Battlefield 5. A game that released years ago. All-time peak was less than that. Although right now, they don't have a ton of people, 2,600. The 24-hour peak is 22,000. Like, look at that. We're talking about 3 times as many people at peak are playing Battlefield 5 than Battlefield 2042. This is embarrassing. And when you compare that with Halo, obviously, you know, they've got between 27 and 33,000 people playing nearly all the time. So even though it's been a pretty big fall off for them, they're sustaining way higher numbers right now than Battlefield 2042. This is embarrassing. Yet another embarrassing situation for EA and the Battlefield franchise. But again, it's EA, and we've seen they have just not gone the right way with Battlefield. It looks like yet another game that gets churned out there before it's ready to go, that's buggy, that's glitchy, that's broken, that they're not going to be able to fix, at least not in time, to make the player base happy. But that's what we've come to expect from a lot of these big releases.
Thanks for watching, everyone. And a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.